Why? Because today, Russia and now China has added their name to the list of don't do anything in Syria. So now we have Russia, Iran, and China telling us, mind your own business. Now, America, unless you're willing to get into World War III and go up against Russia, Iran, and China.
And poke another hornet's nest of Muslim extremism.
Are you out of your mind?
Why?
Are you out of your mind? We don't survive that.
It's crazy.
They lied to us. They played on our fears. That is exactly what will be said. And knowing progressives, they themselves will say it. They themselves will bring it on. It will be a nightmare. And then when the next election comes, they will blame it on you. Mm-hmm. Don't buy into this. Do not buy into this.
Well, only 9% of the American people are.
I know that.
If they do this, they're doing it without any support.
But you know what?
From America.
America, you have got to become... I am not an anti-war protester. I am not a guy who goes marches in the streets and says no war and carries no war signs and, you know, that America is baby killers, because we're not baby killers. But America is going on we are insane what we're doing. And we have to find a way to support our troops and yet say, stop the war. If we are not marching in the streets to stop a war, if we are not standing up and having anti-war rallies, because we are on the right side. Now, maybe there's a lot of people like John McCain and Lindsey Graham who will want to paint you as extremists or whatever, and the president will want to do the same thing. But I'm telling you, pay no attention to the media, pay no attention to the people in Washington. This is a paper tiger. They have nothing left. No one is listening to them anymore. They are not listening. If we unite on things that are uniting, the reason why this president was elected in the first place is because he was anti-war. Now, a lot of people were not on our side, were not anti-war then, but they were starting to turn because they said something is wrong. Something is wrong. We are not fighting this to win. What is it? Well, now you know what it is. Now you know what it is. It's political correctness. It is the Bush administration being in bed with the Muslim Brotherhood and the Saudis just as much as this president. This president is just moving the boat at a lot higher speed. That's it. They have not changed course or direction. And so now, because we have had the scales fall off our eyes, go ahead, blame me for starting all of it. Blame me for standing up for it. Fine, I don't care. Don't let that put the scales on your eyes that you are changing your position. Don't let that, your hatred for me or your hatred for the right or whatever, that's fine. Let's hate each other later. What do you say? Let's save some lives. Let's save our country. And I would be saying, because I did say exactly the same thing. I just wasn't on the all-powerful Fox at the time. I was on CNN. And so everybody wanted to watch that one. And everybody's like, well, I thought he was a liberal or somebody because he was saying bad things about George W. Bush. No, I'm just honest. And when something's not right, I'll recognize it. Will the rest of the country? The answer is yes. Yes, they will. We have an opportunity not to join arms with Occupy Wall Street, but to join arms with Democrats and true non-progressive liberals. Liberals who might think differently than you. They might think that things, we should have a bigger government and we should have a little bit more here, a little bit more here. But they are not into the controlling of your life, the spying on your life, and they are not into the wars in our lives. Give some liberals the benefit of the doubt that they are not progressives. They do not believe that the government should be telling everyone how to live their life. But nobody is expressing that to them. They have no home. Just like the Tea Party has no home because the GOP is telling you you're a freak, you're a freak, you're a freak. Well, so is the Democratic Party. They're just not doing it as clearly because nobody has broken out of there yet. But I will tell you that that is coming. The Sumner moment, what was the Republican Party in the first place? It was made of Whigs and Democrats. People from both sides of the aisle that said these two parties are insane. And I'm not going down there. We've been playing this game on slavery for too long. It's wrong. And I'm not going to stand with those people anymore. Now is the time. Now is the time for Democrats and Republicans to say, I'm not standing with these people anymore. They're going to get us into another war, another front, and it's suicide. The Constitution is not a suicide pact. But I think it's very important to realize that when you sign your brain away to the two-party system, you are signing a suicide pact. Wake up and wake your neighbors up and get in the streets because they are going down the same path and it will end the same way, except this time it very well could be a knockout punch because this time Russia and China are not just saying this is a bad idea. They are telling us and warning us, do not do it. We go against China. Who buys all of our debt? Do you know that Russia has turned arms shipments to America, bullets that we buy from Russia? They've turned the ships around mid-course and sent those bullets to the Middle East. Don't screw around with this. This is World War III in the making.